right, Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Time with Alvin Kamara. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This time Jackson will throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Jackson on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Dodgers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cut. Right. Mark 50, Mark 50. Bring it right now. Come on, right now. Oh, yeah.
Now Jackson on first down. Jones has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Come on, set. Just the outlaw. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Here we go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson is going to float this up. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 52 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Here we go.
13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Second down, Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
3rd and 7.
On the ready. 2, Mike 42. Ricky. Shoot. 42 the mic, boy. 42 the mic. I'm coming for you, Mike. So Mike 42. It's a party now. What? Hey, Mike.
Jackson to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. On third down, Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Love. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch it. You go tight. You got tight up there.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go. Third base. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Down. Pittsburgh. Check. 42's the mark. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
They'll run. This is Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know you feel
Tackle
that.
made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Them boys came out to bat. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 21 yards away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check, check. Press now. Press now.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made by Derek Carney
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Really looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure, because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara trying to right side. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Jackson operating from the gun. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now it's Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. I smell fear. I smell fear in that offense.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Check 42. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Bang. 6. Bullet. Bang. 36. Hey, check 24.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Throw left side complete to Isabella. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. We got it. Check 43.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mark 22. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. they're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 26. Check 26. Big the edge.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play there out of Kamara. 52 yards. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 15. Check 15.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situations. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. On second down now, Dobbins slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.